Cutout cookies are Christmas to me. I've been using this recipe for over 20 years and it never fails me. It can be a pillowy, soft, thick cookie or a thinner cookie with a snap. Regardless of the thickness you go with, they hold their shape so that you can use your favorite cookie cutters and frost with homemade buttercream, which is also included in this recipe. So grab a cup of hot cocoa or a glass of milk. It's time to bake some magic in Mrs. Kringle's kitchen. Make sure you hit the red subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when new videos go live. To the 2 cups of flour, add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a dash to 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Stir to combine and set aside. To a mixing bowl, add 1/3 cup of softened butter and 1/3 cup of shortening and cream until fluffy, scraping down the sides of the bowl if needed. Add 3/4 cup of sugar. I use vanilla sugar, which you can make easily by adding a scraped vanilla bean or vanilla paste. Beat until fluffy. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 egg, and then add your 1 tablespoon of milk and cream together. Gradually add the flour until it comes together into a stiff dough. Transfer the dough from the bowl and divide in half. Wrap the dough in plastic wrap and refrigerate for 3 hours or overnight if you're making them the day before. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees. After the dough is chilled, turn out onto a floured surface and roll the dough out into the desired thickness. I usually stick with about 1/4 to 1/3 inch thick. Dip your cookie cutter into some flour so they won't stick and press into the rolled dough. Try to position the cutter so that you can maximize how many cookies you can get out of that batch. Then gently lift the cookies onto a lined cookie sheet about 2 inches apart, then re-roll and repeat until you have a full cookie sheet. You can see that using the vanilla sugar or paste is worth it since it gives an artisan look and taste to the cookies. Bake for 7 to 9 minutes, lower end for a chewy cookie, higher end for a snap, and remove when the edges get slightly golden. Time for the buttercream. To a mixing bowl, add 1 cup of good quality softened butter, a dash to 1/8 teaspoon of salt, clear vanilla extract, I use Watkins double strength, and beat until fluffy. Gradually add the 4 cups of powdered sugar and combine, scraping down the sides if necessary until it begins to come together. One tablespoon at a time, add your milk up to 4 tablespoons. You want a nice thicker consistency. Have your sprinkles handy as well as some frosting spreaders to begin frosting the cookies. Give a generous spreading and you can do fun stuff like edge the cookie in sprinkles. Use a larger spreader for less intricate cookies. Then have fun with the sprinkles. They'll be so pretty you'll wonder if they're too pretty to eat. They're not. They're quite delicious, and besides, you eat with your eyes first, right? These cutout cookies are definitely a favorite in our home, and decorating them is one of our favorite Christmas traditions. Nice, thick cookies that hold their shape while baking and are begging to be prettied up with buttercream and sprinkles any time of year. Have a nice cold glass of milk handy with them, and they'll be the first ones Santa grabs on Christmas Eve. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more baking magic straight from Mrs. Kringle's kitchen.